Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and it's acting like it wants to snow in my part of the world. But all I can think about is after this video making some eggs and sausage right now. I'm getting hungry. But we've got plenty of stuff to cover, so let's get it going. First thing, I want to remind you again, everything we've seen in crypto in the last couple of months, especially for XRP, does not really involve new money coming in. That's what starts very, very soon, in my opinion. But XRP is starting to kind of inch back on up. The markets are just kind of, they're kind of being level, going up a little, down a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit. And the reason they're doing that is what we're going to talk about first. So yesterday, the market showed a little disappointment when Trump didn't bring up crypto in the first day, and then he didn't do a crypto executive order at first. My understanding, right here it says they did 42 executive orders yesterday. So, and the rumor is that there's going to be like 200. So you're going to see more today, probably all week you're going to see more, and it's just a matter of time. There's also that crypto council. I think he has to do an executive order to form the crypto council, but we already know that David Sachs is the crypto czar and is probably going to head the council. So things are about to get really interesting, folks. And then look what the Circle CEO said. He said Trump to soon sign an executive order easing bank ownership of digital assets. That is massive, folks, but not near as massive as this. Yesterday, I went on the inauguration live stream with Abs and Johnny from the Good Morning Crypto Show. They were doing it on the Fruition Productions. It was the Fruition Productions live stream. And by the way, you can order the ETHgate movie, Rigged from the Start. Go to fruitionproductions.com. They were talking about that all day yesterday. But Abs, during our interview, me and Brad Combs were on there. During the interview, Abs comes out of nowhere and says, we interviewed Mark Yusko, and he did a complete about face from the other day when he called Brad Garlinghouse a scammer and said this.
The one piece of legislation that is likely to happen, the other stuff, there's a lot of talk that they'll expand beyond just Bitcoin to now, XRP and Cardano.
Oh, you don't say. Almost like Bitcoin was just a prototype, folks.
And Hedera. And look,
the things that actually work.
The
things you can actually build things on.
Those founders have been buddying up to the administration and to Eric, and I think Eric.
You mean the way that the Bitcoin maxis have been buddying up to the powerful elite for the last few years? You mean the way that the Ethereum founders buddied up to Bill Hinman and all those people at the SEC? Is that what you mean?
Driving a lot of this, his son. So we'll see. But the case.
That's what's interesting about this, is he positions it almost like, oh, they're butting up, as if that's some horrible thing that they haven't all been doing all along.
The strategic Bitcoin reserve, because Bitcoin is digital gold, everything else has different roles. Something that could happen, I don't know if it'll happen the first 100 days, Abs, but there's some talk. This will make the XRP people really happy. There is some talk that XRP could be utilized and or ordered to be used for a central bank digital currency or as the base layer for national banking. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but that's one that if that does happen, that changes things. It's kind of...
Well, is that not what we've been talking about for years? folks, while guys like him stuck their head in the sand intentionally because they only wanted Bitcoin to be the thing. This guy right here sold his company to Ripple, and he's been putting out some interesting threads. Look what he said here. A lot. Banks and fintechs might purchase XRP to manage assets and transactions on the ledger. Other chains like Ethereum and Solana could be forced to reposition around XRP. The XRP ledger revenue model could expand over 400 times from the current payments focus. What? You mean what Brad Garlinghouse said? Where, yeah, we're starting out with payments, but we're going to be like, in years, we're going to be like Amazon was for books. Started out with books, and now they pretty much run the world of commerce. Yeah, like that. Just a little, wanted to point this out too. So Jeremy Hogan says, and just like that, the Gensler SEC ends and a new one begins, a new SEC, which promises to create better rules for the digital asset space and focus on fraud and true investor protection. Mark Uyeda is going to be the guy. He'll be the acting chair until the new chair is confirmed, maybe in March or April. Check this out. This is Mark Uyeda that is the acting SEC chair now.
Mark Uyeda. Mark, it's great to have you this morning. Thanks for being here.
Well, it's great to be here.
What is the SEC doing regarding crypto?
Well, I think our policies and our approach for the last several years have been just really a disaster for the whole industry. We have been setting this policy through enforcement. We've done nothing to provide guidance on it. And as a result, this is being shaped by the courts. And different courts have ruled different ways. I think what this Wells notice is, and while I won't comment on the specifics of this litigation, the Wells, what has gone on is part of a broader frustration with the fact that we have not provided interpretive guidance as to what you can and cannot do. And if you are involved in some sort of securities offering, how you register, how you get regulated as a broker-dealer, how you get registered as an exchange.
And you say...
All right. So then it's interesting to me. We have not seen the Ethereum guys anywhere near Trump during this whole process, folks. And now Vitalik Buterin he's claimed sole decision-making power for Ethereum Foundation leadership changes until a new governance structure is implemented. I bet dimes to donuts this has everything to do with ETHgate and that Hinman IG report that is now sitting on Mark Uyeda's desk. So my question is, when release the Hinman IG report, Mark Uyeda, Hester Pierce? Transparency is the new theme, right? We'll be watching. I loved watching J.D. Vance shake Brad Garlinghouse's hand. Wonder how long they've known each other. This is interesting. I got this from Grot. March 2011, Peter Thiel and J.D. Vance first met when Thiel spoke at Yale Law School. September 2013, J.D. Vance moved to San Francisco to work in venture capital, marking a significant point in his mentorship under Thiel. Look what else happened in September 2013. Peter Thiel's Founders Fund invested in OpenCoin, which later became Ripple. How do you like them apples? All right, now in the past, I haven't really covered a lot of the Sunshine meetings because they were under Gary Gensler, and I knew nothing was going to happen. But this Sunshine meeting could be a lot different. Chad Steingraber says, lots of activity happening on this Thursday, the SEC to hold a closed-door Sunshine meeting. It will be pro-crypto. And he's pointing out now there's only 3 commissioners in the interim. Hester Pierce, and then the bad guy, Caroline Crenshaw, and then Mark Uyeda. So it takes, I understand it takes just a majority vote to do anything. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this Ripple case goes bye-bye before Paul Atkins ever comes in. These guys know they're on a timeline. As the crypto industry all right, now this is what I was saying yesterday. This is what they're going to do with this Trump meme coin, which is why I believe Trump, this guy's smart. He always pulls an end around these bad guys. It says, as the crypto industry celebrates the arrival, because remember, CNBC is the propaganda media. They've been the propaganda, one of the many propaganda mainstream media for the bad guys that have been in power all this time. As the crypto industry celebrates the arrival of a new administration in Washington, D.C., nobody is taking quicker advantage of the coming changes than the person leading the charge, Donald Trump. Trump's crypto-frenzied inauguration weekend makes First Family billions of dollars richer. So you're going to see this. They're going to try to beat this over Trump's head, and I will bet dimes to donuts that out of nowhere, he's going to come up with some kind of announcement of something good for America that he's going to use that money for. And then it will neuter them. It'll neuter Elizabeth Warren when she starts on her rants. Now, I've always told you it's going to either be yachts or a padded cell. Not that I'm not saying Michael Saylor did anything wrong. When I say padded cell, I mean like mental institution padded cell. It's not going to be anywhere in between for this guy. He has now acquired another 11,000 Bitcoin, and the guy's going in debt as necessary to buy it. So it's not going to be anywhere in the middle, folks. Look at the Cowboy Crypto, the official cowboy of the Digital Asset Investor channel. He says snowy day in Texas, but if you zoom in, he's saying a lot more. There's an X logo. It looks like he's just graphically put that on the front of his house. Cool picture. This guy right here's been doing some rants. Jacob King. That's why the founders met with Trump. He specifically said he would focus on U.S.-based crypto projects. All bias aside, I bet $1 million to anyone that they will collaborate with XRP more than they do with useless and slow Chinese Bitcoin. XRP works. Bitcoin failed for payments, which was in the white paper. They came up with the store of value narrative for this very reason. And that is a fact, Jack. Then I had to correct Cointelegraph. Breaking, Bank of America CEO says the financial industry is ready to adopt crypto payments if regulators give the green light, and puts a Bitcoin logo beside Bank of America. Folks, we know the history of Ripple and Bank of America, don't we? We know a lot. And this is just completely disingenuous, so I corrected them. Correction, Cointelegraph, Bitcoin doesn't work for payments, which you already know, but there is one that does. That would be XRP. Okay, in DAIXRP.com, we're going to go into even more. Some of this stuff is wild and interesting, and I believe all good for crypto and XRP. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family 2025 is the year of crypto. Thanks for listening.